In today's video, I'm going to go over everything that I've eaten in the last week. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Ryan Johnson with Intermittent Fasting with Ryan here, and I'm looking to ditch the yo-yo diets, lose weight, and help you do the same. If you're new here and interested in sustainable weight loss tips and strategies, please click subscribe now. Hey, so in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that I've eaten in the last week. I've taken photos of everything and I'm going to put those on the screen along with the calorie and nutritional information. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the choices that I made, why I made those choices, and how it affected me throughout the week. Additionally, if you've been following the channel for any period of time, you know that I love Publix chicken tenders. And something that I did different this week was at the end of my work days, generally when I have those Publix chicken tenders, generally anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 calories, I substituted those chicken tenders for a rotisserie chicken. I wanted to see how that affected me. Now the calories were about the same for both, whether it's 1,000 calories from the rotisserie chicken or 1,000 calories from the tenders, but the macronutrient breakdown is different. Whereas the tenders are mostly protein, but with some fats and carbs in there for the breading and the oil. The rotisserie chicken is mostly protein with a little bit of fat in the skin and the dark meat, but no carbs. So I made that substitution this week, and stay tuned to the end and I'm gonna tell you exactly how that affected me. So I started this week off with a chocolate peanut butter caramel protein shake. I absolutely love this. It is a go-to shake of mine. I made it with the Premier chocolate protein, 3 servings of peanut butter and sugar-free caramel syrup. Now I actually haven't had this probably for the last month or two because every store in my area has been sold out of the sugar-free caramel, but it's back on the shelves. I bought 8 bottles and I'm gonna eat 3 of these during this week, but I'm probably having this at least every other day. This is another one that's going to kind of repeat throughout the week. I've eaten it a lot more in the last few weeks, but it's caramel popcorn. I really do enjoy it. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and the thing that I like about the caramel popcorn is, again, it's mostly whole grain just by the nature of being popcorn, and you know, it's not too bad, but I work it into my calories and account for it, but I love this. A fairly simple and easy dinner. This is just chicken breast, cream of chicken soup in the crock pot together over white rice. I finished off the other bag of caramel popcorn this night. So you can see there's my calorie breakdown. I was at 3,100 calories. I was high on carbs for this day, but overall not too bad. Again, I've been eating the Publix chicken tenders probably for the last month or two now, and I did want to make a little bit of a change just to see what kind of result I would get. So this is the first of many rotisserie chickens I'm going to eat this week. Still delicious, absolutely great. So I'll eat that entire rotisserie chicken to break my fast. So I talked a little bit about this protein shake already, but one of the things that I love about this protein shake is the versatility of it. Now generally I'm drinking this to make sure that I hit my calorie targets. Again, I'm trying to eat about 2,600 calories a day, and if my calories are a little lower for the day, I can increase the number of servings that I do of peanut butter. So this shake will generally be anywhere from 600 to 1,000 calories, whether I'm doing 1 serving of peanut butter, or in this case for this week I stuck mostly with 3 servings of peanut butter, and it tastes absolutely delicious. And my kryptonite is drumsticks. I still ended the day at about 3,000 calories. Again, I didn't have too much, just the rotisserie chicken, some spaghetti, and a protein shake, and finished off with the drumsticks for the day. Hey, if you're enjoying this content and getting value out of it, please be sure to like and subscribe. Also, I want you to leave a comment below and let me know what you've been eating this week. You can see I've had a lot of peanut butter chocolate caramel protein shakes and rotisserie chickens this week. Leave a comment below and let me know kind of what has been your go-to for this week. If you're keeping count, that is rotisserie chicken number 3 for the week, and be sure to stick around to the end and I'll tell you exactly what happened after a week of switching out the rotisserie chicken for the chicken tenders. My wife made these. They were very good. They were buffalo chicken wraps made with low-carb tortillas, and again, just packed with protein. Those were absolutely delicious. There's shake number 3 for the week. Calories were a little higher today, but I've been tracking my weight throughout the week and I am staying where I need to be. So whenever my weight is continuing to go down or is where I need it to be, I always like to increase my calories to make sure that I'm eating as much as possible, but still losing just a little bit. This was a good example of a healthy substitution. My wife and I went out to lunch with our girls and we substituted crostinis for pork rinds with the fish dip. So that was good. I probably went too hard on the caramel popcorn here. You see there I had 1,600 calories worth of the caramel popcorn. But at this point in the day I hadn't eaten too much and I made the adjustment when it came to dinner. I just had a small serving of calamari and steak with broccoli only, so I made a midday adjustment. So because of the popcorn as well as having some fried food during the day, I did have 4,000 calories. Again, I don't let that derail me. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking to just have each day be a little better. And if I have these high calorie days, that's fine because I'm going to get right back on track. I usually have a 4,000 to 5,000 calorie day about once every 10 days, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And you can see how I work these cheat days into my overall plan to still be able to lose 55 pounds in 7 months. Another rotisserie chicken. Be sure to stick around to figure out if it worked for me or not. So I know it doesn't look like it, but these McDonald's triple cheeseburgers were actually a win for me. I had only eaten the rotisserie chicken and some pretzels at this point, so I knew I was only at 1,200 calories for the day, but I was beyond hungry and beyond stressed at work, so I broke down and went through the McDonald's drive-thru and got 3 triple cheeseburgers at 560 calories a piece, but I took the picture before I ate them like I always do with my food, and I ended up only eating 2 because after I ate the second one I was completely satiated, so I didn't fall back into emotional eating. So I ended up throwing one of these away. That's a little victory for me. And finish the night off with some drumsticks. I think this just goes to show the power of tracking your calories. You know, as long as you're tracking your calories, you can eat some foods that are not necessarily the best for you and still hit your targets. I go for 2,600 calories, and because I track, I was able to fit the McDonald's burgers into my day and still hit my calorie targets. So my final rotisserie chicken for the week, and I did not get tired of them. They continue to be delicious throughout the week. Overall, just another solid day, hitting my numbers, making sure that I'm hitting my calorie targets. Nothing too crazy here. So this is my whole week in review. You can see there I have my daily goal set at 2,300 calories. I probably need to make the adjustment on that because 2,600 is probably more realistic as to what I'm trying to get day in and day out. You can see I had a few days where I was above that, including the one day at 4,000 calories, but over the course of the week I averaged about 2,800 to 2,900 calories. And if you're wondering what it was like to switch out the rotisserie chicken for those chicken tenders, it worked well. I ended up losing 2.5 pounds this week versus my usual 1 pound, so you can see just that single substitution did make a difference. What the calories are made of do matter, but for the most part, the most important thing is that you are tracking your calories and know where you're at. I'm going to leave some videos on the screen. Please be sure to check those out, and I'll see you over there.